Hello, my name is Jisso, and I'm reading Master Dōgen's Shōbōgenzō, and we are at chapter 50, which feels like a bit of a milestone, doesn't it? Shoho-Jisso, not to be confused with Jisso. All dharmas are real form. Sho expresses plurality, it means all, various or many. Ho means dharmas, both physical things and mental phenomena. Jitsu means real, so means form. The Lotus Sutra teaches the most important and fundamental theory in Buddhism, that all things and phenomena are real form. Because Buddhism is a philosophy of realism, its viewpoint is different from idealism and materialism. The idealist sees only phenomena which cannot be confirmed to be substantially real. Idealists thus doubt that phenomena are real form. The materialist looks at the detail, breaking things into parts, thus losing the meaning and value that is included in the whole. Buddhism says that reality is all things and phenomena existing here and now, and reveres them as real substance, reality itself. This teaching is found in the Lotus Sutra, expressed with the words, all dharmas are real form. In this chapter, Master Dōgen explains the meaning of the Lotus Sutra's teaching. This is not a huge chapter, but I think it's pretty fundamental in expressing the philosophy of Buddhism. It's hard work, though, even by the standards of Shōbōgenzō. So deep breath, I will go quite slowly. The realization of the Buddhist patriarchs is perfectly realized real form. Real form is all dharmas. All dharmas are forms as they are. Natures as they are, body as it is, the mind as it is, the world as it is, clouds and rain as they are, walking, standing, sitting and lying down as they are, sorrow and joy, movement and stillness as they are, a staff and a whisk as they are, a twirling flower and a smiling face as they are, succession of the Dharma and affirmation as they are, learning in practice and pursuing the truth as they are, the constancy of pines and the integrity of bamboos as they are. At last bit, the constancy of pines and the integrity of bamboos is a link to Uji. Shakyamuni Buddha says, Buddhas alone, together with Buddhas, are directly able to perfectly realize that all dharmas are real form. What is called all dharmas is forms as they are, natures as they are, body as it is, energy as it is, action as it is, causes as they are, conditions as they are, effects as they are, results as they are, and the ultimate state of equilibrium of substance and detail as it is. I'm just going to repeat that list because Dōgen uses it quite a lot. Forms, natures, body, energy, action, causes, conditions, effects, results, and the ultimate state of equilibrium of substance and detail. The Tathagata's words, the ultimate state of equilibrium of substance and detail, are the self-expression of the real form of all dharmas, are the self-expression of an Acharya, that's an expert practitioner, and are the learning in practice of total equilibrium. Because learning in practice is in the state of total equilibrium, Buddhas alone, together with Buddhas, are the real form of all dharmas, and the real form of all dharmas is Buddhas alone together with Buddhas. Buddhas alone are real form, and Buddhas together are all dharmas. Hearing the words all Dharmas, we should understand that neither as a description of the one nor as a description of the many. Hearing the words real form, we should learn them neither as a negation of voidness nor as a negation of nature. Oh, sorry. The real is Buddhas alone, and form is Buddhas together. Directly being able is Buddhas alone, and perfect realization is Buddhas together. All Dharmas are Buddhas alone, and real form is Buddhas together. We call the state in which all Dharmas are just all Dharmas Buddhas alone, and we call the state in which all Dharmas are just real form Buddhas together. Thus, there are forms as they are, and there are natures as they are, in which all Dharmas exist as all Dharmas themselves. And there are forms as they are, and there are natures as they are, in which real form is just real form. Appearance in the world as Buddhas alone together with Buddhas is the preaching, practice and experience of all Dharmas are real form. This preaching is the perfect realization of momentarily being able. Though it is perfect realization, at the same time it may be a momentary ability. Momentary ability notes that even though Buddhas have attained perfection, their ability is instantaneous or momentary. Because it is beyond beginning, middle and end, it is forms as they are and natures as they are, and for this reason it is called good in the beginning, middle and end. The meaning of perfect realization as momentarily being able is real form as all Dharmas. Real form as all Dharmas is forms as they are. Forms being as they are is momentarily being able to perfectly realize natures as they are. So a footnote, reality itself and the subject's ability to realize reality cannot be separated. I'm just going to repeat that because it seems to me to be pretty fundamental. Forms being as they are, as momentarily being able to perfectly realize natures as they are. I'm just going to say that again. Forms being as they are is momentarily being able to perfectly realize natures as they are. And the footnote again, reality itself and the subject's ability to realize reality cannot be separated. And then he goes on to say, Dōgen goes on to say, natures being as they are is momentarily being able to perfectly realize body as it is. Body being as it is momentarily being able to perfectly realize energy as it is. Energy being as it is momentarily being able to perfectly realize action as it is. Action being as it is momentarily being able to perfectly realize causes as they are. Causes being as they are is momentarily being able to perfectly realize conditions as they are. Conditions being as they are is momentarily being able to perfectly realize effects as they are. Effects being as they are is momentarily being able to perfectly realize results as they are. Results being as they are is momentarily being able to perfectly realize the ultimate state of equilibrium of substance and detail as it is. Because the expression, the ultimate state of equilibrium of substance and detail, is truly the realization of reality as it is, effects, that is, individual and real effects, are beyond the effects of cause and effect. For this reason, the effects of cause and effect are just effects, that is, individual and real effects. Because these effects and forms, nature's body and energy directly obstruct each other, the form, nature, body and energy and so on of all dharmas, however countless and boundless they may be, are real form. And because these effects do not restrict forms, nature's body and energy, the form, nature, body and energy of all dharmas each are real form. When these forms, nature's body, energy and so on, and effects, results, causes, conditions and so on, are left to obstruct each other, there is expression of 80 or 90% realization. And when these forms, nature's body, energy and so on, and effects, results, causes and conditions and so on, are left not to restrict each other, there is expression of total realization. Oh, sorry. What has been called forms as they are is not a single form, and form as it is not a uniform reality as it is. It is countless, boundless, inexpressible, and unfathomable reality as it is. As a measure, we should not use a measure of hundreds and thousands. We should use the measure of all dharmas, and we should use as a measure the measure of real form. The reason is that Buddhas alone, together with Buddhas, can perfectly realize that all dharmas are real form. Buddhas alone, together with Buddhas, can perfectly realize that all dharmas are the real nature. Buddhas alone, together with Buddhas, can perfectly realize that all dharmas are real body. Buddhas alone, together with Buddhas, can perfectly realize that all dharmas are real energy. Buddhas alone, together with Buddhas, can perfectly realize that all dharmas are real action. Buddhas alone, together with Buddhas, can perfectly realize that all dharmas are real causes. Buddhas alone, together with Buddhas, can perfectly realize that all dharmas are real conditions. Buddhas alone, together with Buddhas, can perfectly realize that all dharmas are real effects. Buddhas alone, together with Buddhas, can perfectly realize that all dharmas are real results. And Buddhas alone, together with Buddhas, can perfectly realize that all dharmas are the real ultimate state of equality of substance and detail. I'll read a bit more. We've only done like literally 2.5 pages. Because of the existence of truths like these, the Buddha lands of the 10 directions are only Buddhas alone together with Buddhas, and there is no one, or even half a one, who is other than Buddhas alone together with Buddhas. The relation between alone and together, again I think his translation's American, the relationship between alone and together is, for example, body being provided with body and forms having experienced forms. I'm going to say that again. The relationship between alone and together is, for example, body being provided with body and forms having experienced forms. Or it is like natures through body being maintained as natures. Footnote for natures, the word sho means nature or essence. In Master Dōgen's philosophy, however, sho means not an abstract essence, but a natural state or a natural function, which includes both essential character and its physical manifestation in action. See chapter 22, Busho. On this basis, the Buddha says, I and Buddhas in the 10 directions am directly able to know these things. Thus, the very moment of directly being able to perfectly realize and the very moment of directly being able to know this are both individual instances of existence time. If I were different from Buddhas in the 10 directions, how could I realize the expression and Buddhas in all directions? Because at this concrete place there are no 10 directions, the 10 directions are this concrete place. Therefore, real form meeting all dharmas means spring getting into flowers, a person meeting spring, the moon illuminating the moon, and human beings meeting themselves. Again, a person looking into water is this same truth of mutual realization. Footnote, the person looks into the water and the water reflects the person, of course. For this reason, we see the learning and practice of real form by real form as the Dharma succession of Buddhist patriarchs by Buddhist patriarchs. It is the affirmation of all Dharmas by all Dharmas. Buddhas alone transmit the Dharma for the benefit of Buddhas alone. Buddhas together receive the Dharma for the benefit of Buddhas together. On this basis, living and dying and coming and going exist. On this basis, the establishment of the mind, training, bodhi, and nirvana exist. Utilizing the establishment of the mind, training, bodhi, and nirvana, we investigate in practice and clinch in action that living and dying and coming and going are the real human body. And as we do so, we hold firm and we let go. With this as their lifeblood, flowers open and fruits are born. With this as their bones and marrow, Maya Kasyapa and Ananda exist. The forms as they are, of wind, rain, water and fire, are perfect realization itself. The natures as they are, of the blue, the yellow, the red and the white, are perfect realization itself. Relying upon this concrete body energy, we turn the common into the sacred. Relying upon these concrete effects and results, we transcend Buddha and go beyond patriarchs. Relying upon these concrete causes and conditions, soil is grasped and made into gold. Relying upon these concrete effects and causes, the Dharma is transmitted and the robe is given. It's very rich stuff. I think we might have to take this in 3 bites. Anyway, thanks for listening. Do take care.